thinking now, I have this bad attitude where there's a task I want to do, there's something I want to do, and in my head I do it already. So now that I've done it in my head, there's no need for me to do it physically. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but I had this problem a few months ago. I will make a whole social media plan and mood board in my head, and because it's in my head already and I can see how it will look and feel how it will look even, I procrastinate the shit out of it because to me, I've already done it. This is the cons of manifesting, I'll say. This is one of the cons of manifesting. There's a big difference when you say, I want to do this, and when you say, I will do this. They carry different weights. I want to do this doesn't carry any weight at all, yo. I will do this or is already putting a weight on your shoulder. Like, yo, you said you will do this. Be a man of your effing word and do it. If you just say, I want to do it, be like, okay, you want to. Oh, that's cool. If you say, I want to retire my family in the next, 3 years, I want to retire my mom and dad so they can have a nice life. I want to get myself a car by next year. That's cool. Anyone can say that. But the moment you switch that one word and say, I will retire my parents by next year, I will get myself a car next year, your brain is already going to action. Your brain is already going to work. You are already going to start saying things you can do to do that. Because if you say, I want to do something, I feel that it's all imaginary. Like you start imagining yourself with that thing that you want. Let's say, I want to get a nice BMW by next year. I want to get a nice Lamborghini Urus next year. You already imagine yourself and seeing yourself in that car, which is how to manifest. But there's a balance, And then now you're kind of just relaxed. You're comfortable in that dream world. It is a dream world. And then wants and all the things you want in life, it's like this world you created where you can see yourself actually having it and feeling yourself having it. But then when you come back to earth and you be like, yo, I will have a Lamborghini Urus by next year. Boom. So if I don't have a Lamborghini Urus by next year, I'm a capper. I'm a liar. I am not a man of my word. Like, what can I do to get it? Like, how do I get it? What are the things I can do now? You're going to start moving. You're going to start doing something, But if you just dwell on that want word, that want, you're going to keep on wanting. We all want things to the day we die. We're all going to be wanting. But how many things will we do by the time we're gone? And how many things do we want to do? So there's a big difference. Feel when you want to do something, say will instead of want. I want to go to the gym tomorrow. I will go to the gym tomorrow. Boom. Different world, different actions, different reactions, different everything. It's heavier. It's pushier. It's more holding you accountable. You feel me? I will make so and so amount of money by next month. Oh, I want to make so and so amount of money by next month. Oh, I will get a promotion at work next month. I want to get a promotion at work next month. Oh, I will meet the girl of my dreams next year. Oh, I want to meet the girl of my dreams next year. Want is weightless, is nothing. It's useless, If you can get rid of that word entirely, please do get rid of it. Even me in previous episodes, I have said use that word. Oh, I want to do this and then take steps. Please forgive me. Delete that word. Let's start using will instead. I will do this. So I told you my dreams of the podcast. I will get 10,000 people as a total audience of this podcast by December. Boom. That's heavier than be like, oh, I want to get 10,000 people as an audience of the podcast by December. You feel me? Will carries more weight. You have to have the will to will things. Hey, see what I did there? That is another thing we should try. Me, myself, I'm going to start implementing this because I recently discovered this. Delete want and put will instead. Replace want with will. And then that will trigger something in you that will help you eventually overcome laziness, So there was a farm and there's birds that live on a certain tree on this farm, and the farmer came one day with his son and he told his son, chop down this tree tomorrow. And then the birds heard this and they were crying to their mama bird. Like, yo, we heard the farmer come with his son and they want to chop down the tree by tomorrow. And the mom heard this and then told them, yo, don't worry, it's all good. So the next day came, nothing happened. Then again, the farmer came the next day with some workers and he told them, chop down this tree by tomorrow. Then the mama bird came again and the babies were crying, mama, we heard the farmer crying. We heard the farmer saying to his workers that they should chop down the tree tomorrow. The mama bird told them the same thing, don't worry about it, it's all going to be good. The next day came, nothing happened to the tree. Then today, The farmer comes on his own and he said, I am going to chop down this tree. And now the birds, the mama bird came again. The birds were like, mama, the farmer came and he said he's going to chop down the tree tomorrow. Then now they're like, oh shit. Now she's like, oh shit, let's get the hell out of here. Let's go. And they left. And then the next day came and the farmer chopped down the tree. Now, what is the lesson for this story? And obviously the birds built their nest somewhere else on another tree, on another farm, so they were safe. Why didn't the mama bird react to the first time and the second time the farmer came to chop down the tree? It's because the first time he came with his son, second time he came with his workers, and third time he came by himself. So the third time he's like, you know what, I'm going to do this myself, because the son didn't do it, the workers didn't do it. So it's like, yo, I'm going to do it myself. What I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to share with you, what I learned from this was that when you want something done, do it yourself. When you want a task to be done, do not rely on other people to do it for you. Do it yourself. Have complete control and responsibility over things that affect you directly. Because no one is going to get affected if they don't do it. You're the only one person that's going to get affected. So why would they put that much energy? Why would they understand the impact of this when it's not affecting them? So if you want something done, especially when it's for yourself, do it yourself. And relying on other people and giving other people the responsibility over your life and things you want to do is indirectly giving in to laziness, because you could have done it yourself, but now you're looking for easy ways out to do it. So you're telling people to do it for you and all of that, and you're trying to, shift the responsibility on other people. That is laziness. So if you want something done, get it done yourself, because other people cannot have the same drive that you do. Obviously, there's things that you cannot do alone. You need other people to put in some effort. But things that affect you directly, you gotta do it by yourself. You feel me? Like if you have a project in your office or at work or something like that, and you tell someone to help you, for example, you have this photo shoot coming up, this campaign you're shooting for your brand. And then you tell your friend, yo, please help me come up with a mood board for the brand so I can show them. And then you just go chill and do whatever. Tomorrow comes, he hasn't done it. It's like, oh, bro, sorry, I forgot. That's trying to give responsibility to other people, because it will be easy if your friend just makes this mood board and boom, you submit it and, job done. Easy way, innit? Well, that friend has nothing to lose if they don't do it. If they have something to lose, if they're part of the project and they'll miss out on this opportunity, if they don't do it, then yeah, okay, you can divide the labor. But if they have nothing to lose and you want them to help you with something, they won't, because they have nothing to lose. Obviously, on rare occasions, it's possible. Like coming down to the base of it, why? They cannot, even if they do it, they cannot do it the way you want to do it. They won't do it the way that will help you the most, because they cannot. It's not like they're bad people. They just can't put the energy into something that won't impact them directly. You feel me? So if you want things done, do your best to do it yourself. Do not rely on other people. Other people can help you, they can help the process, but when it comes down to it, you are the one who should be fully responsible for your life, for your actions, for your character. You feel me? It's like saying, it's like telling your friend, anytime I say the F word, please remind me. Like, yo, you cannot remind yourself. You feel me? Like, let's say you want a character change, you want to start cursing, you want to stop cursing as much as you were cursing before. You want to curse less, and then now you're telling your best friend to help you, remind you anytime you curse, he tells you or something happens like that. Like, yeah, it's cool, that can happen, but then your best friend is going to forget eventually. You're going to forget eventually, and nothing's going to change. You're just going to keep on doing it. But if you hold yourself accountable and do what I told you to do earlier, and say every single time I curse, I pinch myself hard on my arm or something like that, like very hard, painful hard, or I pinch my lap very hard every single time I curse, you're going to stop cursing way, way, way sooner than you expected. Trust me. And I'm not promoting self-harm here. I'm just saying, give yourself a reasonable punishment that happens when you don't do something you said you're going to do. When you don't do something that you plan to do, something that you're supposed to do. If you don't do it, give yourself a punishment at the end. Something reasonable. Don't go cutting yourself and harming yourself for any reason. No, just something reasonable. But still something that hurts though. Find the balance. In everything in life, you have to find the balance. Don't do the extreme of either. Just find the balance that works effectively. The point of this is to push you away and to play with your brain into running away from laziness. Because if the result of laziness is more comfort. If, for example, you don't do this and then nothing happens, that's even more comfort because your brain is always wanting to keep you at level 0. That's where nothing happens. That's full comfort. So if you don't do this and you're still at level 0, okay, cool. Like, why should we do it? If you don't do this and you're level 0, okay, cool. Why should we do it? But if you don't do it, you're going to be on -1. Oh, your brain's going to get uncomfortable and bring it back to 0. Then if you do it, you're going to move 1. And 1 is better than 0. You'll be like, oh yeah, we're feeling good. You're happy. You're full of joy. I like that. Let's stay here. If anything wants to bring you less than that, your brain's going to fight to keep you there. You feel me? So to start off with it, with the foundation of it, give yourself reasonable nightmares that you face if you don't do something, if you don't accomplish a task, anytime you want to overcome laziness. Give me more examples where I can use with laziness, because the only thing that's running through my mind now is working out, is work, relationships. Obviously, this applies to relationships. You don't want to put in effort. Put a worst case scenario if you don't put in effort. Do you want to lose this girl? Like, if I don't get her roses this weekend and physically show my love for her as well as emotionally, she's gonna pack up and leave the house tomorrow. Like, put that scenario in your head, you feel me? And then you do it. Because if you don't do it, nothing happens. But then the relationship won't get better necessarily, you know? If I don't take responsibility of this and do this a certain way, they're gonna leave, or I'm never gonna see them again. Someone's gonna come and take them for life, and I'll never hear of them or see them ever again. Do you want that to happen? No, so do it. You feel me? Just put this kind of scenarios in between you and laziness until you have come to a certain level where you have mastered the game, where you don't really need to put, dark nightmare scenarios, and automatically you just overcome laziness. Automatically you're just a go-getter, and that takes time. A lot of practice. Obviously, if there's strategies you use other than this nightmare strategy, that's what I'll call it, the nightmare strategy, let me know so I can share with people. But this is what I personally use, and this is what I'm personally sharing, and this is what has helped me. You feel me? Is the fear of losing something or the fear of not becoming something that I use to overcome my laziness. That's not the reason I do it, but just to get over that hurdle. Different obstacles require different approaches. You feel me? This was the approach to laziness. I do it. Everything I want to do is out of love and everything, but love is love is peaceful. Love is weak. I don't say love is weak, but sometimes you need violence. Sometimes you need emotional violence to get over some certain obstacles. You can't just be pacifist every single time. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? You can't just be a pacifist every single situation and obstacle. It's good to be peaceful and all of that, but sometimes you need to apply violence and force. Diamonds and gold, they require pressure and heat to become what they are. You feel me? To make your phone, something had to be destroyed and blown up to get the materials to make the phone. So every single thing that is good, every single thing that you want, like you need to have a certain level of violence to get it, or else you won't. It's just be there, because the phone is not going to come out of the rock on its own. It needs a bomb to extract the cobalt, or mining rigs, or mining machine or whatever, that kind of force to break it down. Oil needs to be drawn out of the earth. It's not just going to come out of the earth because we need it. You feel me? Gold needs to be melted to make jewelry. It's not just going to become jewelry because we want it to become jewelry. You need to apply force sometimes to get what you want. Not even sometimes, a lot of times, especially to your mind, especially to your brain, because it lacks comfort. It lacks no force, but you need to tell it like, yo, we do this the hard way to get what we want. So yeah, I hope that helped you.